Today's Thursday, the 1st of March 2018. It is 0:47 hours Central European Time. I am currently writing, in fact I've done the writing, I will now send it soon. Verlautbarung number 349, an update on North America. I'm going to read this here, although you have it on the screen. In a recent video, and here I link to this one here, Unforeseen Chance for North America, February 2018. I pointed out that the 17 successor nations in North America were given a new deadline until 19th June 2018. In light of events and doings of Fix Mundial North America, I am sad having to inform you all of four of these 17 herewith and hereby being exempt from that deadline, i.e. having forfeited even that most ultimate of chances to avoid annihilation. Alaskon, Subarctica, Pacifica and Mexico are to be annihilated. The Juneteenth deadline, see linked video for that technical term explained, and in fact, as here I can simply show you what I'm talking about. It is mentioned in that video that I linked to. How comes Juneteenth? Here is an article, Juneteenth. Read it if you care, if not, fine. Remains valid thus only for the 13 other nations. Arctica, Grand Quebec, Lakesland, New Avalon, New Columbia, Carolina, Amerija, Riverland, Otexiana, North Dakota, Corisco, Trifortica, and Wyona. As a general reminder, I want to point out that all unassociated, not Hawaii as that would be associated, islands in the Pacific, I'm gonna write little here, that all unassociated little islands in the Pacific that formerly were U.S. territories or similar would have been considered part of Pacifica. With Pacifica's certain annihilation, these unassociated islands are now freed up from that tie to Pacifica. They remain, for the time being, an own little group of territories jointly by themselves, simply called Pacific Islands. As a further reminder, I want to point out that any territories the ex-USA, ex-Canada, and ex-Mexico held in oceans other than the Pacific and on continents other than North America had already been declared away from North America whole. Attached, you find a map indicating the 4 annihilation nations with a circled letter A. The map is down here. This is the North American map with the successor nations, and here is Alaskon, here is Pacifica, including Hawaii, and it would have included all the Atlantic little islands. Subarctica being this here, and of course Mexico down here. With circled letter A. I hope that none of the other 13 have to be exempt from the Juneteenth deadline over the next 3.5 months till June 19th. For any of these 13 nations, it is strongly advised to heed these 4 no longer in their attempts to avoid annihilation themselves. In fact, the stance taken by the 13 against these 4 will decide greatly over annihilation avoiding of and for these 13. Naturally, anybody born in territories now part of one of these 4 successor nations is to be exterminated. Non-native residents in these 4 nations are not to be spared come the annihilation. If anybody wonders on the why of these changes, Google, YouTube, Alphabet's ever-growing measures in sabotaging my videos and the information contained therein, along with the North American bitch queen's madness in particular, are to blame for this. Wolfgang Trubschild, Prime Protector of Mankind. P.S. Little use as it might have, I will record a video of this very mail being sent and upload it to YouTube. That's the very video I'm recording. So, I will send this. It's being sent. Takes a while to make it through because of the map there. Now that I'm in my email program anyhow, so this is what I just sent. I will briefly take you through the last few Verlautbarungs mails that I sent. I'm not going to read this all to you. Please read it yourself. I'm just going to take you through them. Pause this video whenever you think you'll want to read the details. I'm not quite sure where the last video of me documenting the Verlautbarungsmails left off. So I'll take you back to 300. These two following mails here have nothing to do with Verlautbarung. Here we continue the Verlautbarungs. This is the annihilation map for what used to be Turkey. Actually, this here is not a Verlautbarungsmail either. I could talk a lot about Robert Silverberg and about a whole lot of other science fiction authors. Incidentally, how should one put that? The early, prematurely taken Mr. Kornbluff and how Mr. Pohl, as a consequence, decided to do something against Fix Mundi, and so on and so forth. I could talk endlessly about the science fiction authors, but there's no need because all of you will die, and the liberated world that I will make basically will get these authors' writings presented, and how exactly which of them got tortured by whom and why and whatnot is not even footnote material in the coming liberated world. Now, much of this has been, I mean, mind you, we're back in November here already. It's 1st of March now. Much of this has since been updated, and some certain things had new changes to them, and so on and so forth. Please view my videos on YouTube for this. Here we are with number 307. Here we are with number 306. The other, this one actually had nothing to do with it. I think actually, I think thereabouts was the last documentation of emails. So 300 was a good guess. Here's the correction. I think I documented that in the past. Here's the correction of the Verlautbarungs numbers. So that's the most recent Verlautbarungen. I also want to show you this here, hr@yourcompany.com email policy violation, even though they are not amongst the recipients. I don't know who these jokers are. It's the usual sicherheitsnationale.gov, which has me blacklisted. It is also the Croatians who deny me, so to speak. Of course, this here, let's see, is there anything worth pointing out? There were some, let's see, this actually can be deleted. This is nothing new that they, I think there was recently one other country in between for a change. Or maybe that's a little longer ago. Well, that must have been a little longer ago then. No, here it was. Here, this one. No valid recipients from, and then this here. I guess this means something like a blacklisting. I'm not perfectly sure. So this was in 1st of February, actually. It's not that long ago. 1 month ago exactly. The pollax. Funny pollax. Talking on pollax, I want to show you once more my channel. I have actually updated the description here, namely attention. At the time of me writing this, 23rd of February 2018, that was about a week ago, I have 473 videos here online. Depending on your browser, view all. What is view all? View all is what you get if you want to see all. This is what is being meant. This link here gives you the 200, just gives you the 200 most recent. Which means if you click at view all, you think it being called view all, you would get to see all 473 videos. But I explained this in a previous video, you don't get that. You just get the most recent 200. Now, let's click this. Or you sort it by date added up here. Date added oldest, and then you get the 200 oldest. Okay? This is the oldest, this is the second oldest, third oldest, and so on. Or you do it by date added newest, and then you get the 200 newest. This is the newest, second newest, and so on. But currently the number is the number of videos currently is not 473, but it's already 476, which means that the middle 76 videos, which contain a whole lot of very important information, are not accessible on most browsers. Okay, I want to point this out, and so I updated that description and just explained to people, should they have the presence of mind to actually read what it says here, that find some way to access them all. I don't know how you do that, how you go about doing that. As I said, the sheer variety of ways in which YouTube, namely also with automatically generated, unasked for, I looked up and down the settings if I can turn this off, unasked for subtitling, automatically generated subtitling, grotesquely wrong subtitling, especially as I again and again in the same video speak German as well as English, and you know, oh sorry, our dictionary doesn't know fex mundi, and so on and so forth, and it's just grotesque what YouTube / Google / Alphabet Inc. do. But what I actually wanted to show you was hence just, let's just show you the 400 or the 200 most recent. Please look at all of these videos, and I assure you they are all on public. As I explained in an older video, at least they are told to be public to me. When I look at the settings here in the video manager, all of them are set to public. They're all public, all of them. There's not a single video of mine that is not public. So, and the most recent videos documented here. And that was this video. Thank you.